Our mission is clear: to unite veterans and their supporters in demanding a VA system and federal government that honors service with real action, not empty excuses. Too many veterans are left waiting, confronted with excessive wait times, delayed or denied care, and inconsistent benefit decisions. The bureaucracy of claims and appeals only adds to their frustration. Unfortunately, these struggles are worsened by government waste, corruption, mismanagement, and a troubling lack of accountability. Instead of prioritizing the well-being of those who served, some agencies focus on protecting themselves, leaving veterans to suffer. We are advocating for immediate reform, demanding timely access to quality health care, transparent oversight, and putting an end to corruption within veteran services. We envision a modernized, veteran-first system that treats every veteran with the dignity and respect they deserve. No one who has served this country should be neglected or sacrificed to political games or bureaucratic failures. Stand with us to demand action now, for every veteran, for every promise made.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Welcome, guys. I'm Michael Gardner. We got a big show today, guys. Big show. You know, and first and foremost, guys, I want to say thank you to the guys over there at Veterans Freedom March over there at veteransfreedommarch.com for putting out that amazing package. Guys, I encourage you guys, on October 24th is going to be a very large event. Okay, with this amazing organization. Okay, led by Edward Bauman, if I'm pronouncing that name. I'm terrible with pronunciation. Tom will tell you. God, I can't save it more than enough than trying to bring it out, guys. But on October 24th of this year, the people over there at Veterans Freedom March are going to rally in communities to demand a VA system that not only delivers timely care, as well as fair benefits and real accountability, because that's what it comes down to, guys. Accountability for our veterans out there in America to get the care that they absolutely need. Right? I mean, seriously, guys. I mean, some of, the bravest men and women that paid forth for their life to this nation are sometimes neglected, seen on the streets, begging for help. And people, sometimes just walk past them without any type of caring or understanding, guys. That's what we need to do on October 24th. Not only fight for veterans across America, but fight for freedom. Because when you hear the name behind it, Veterans Freedom, right? Put them two together. Because that's what it comes down to. The veterans of America and the freedom behind it. The freedom. Guys, stick around. We got a big show. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Welcome to the Savaged Unfiltered show, where we say what the hell everyone else is scared to say. Hosted by Michael Gardner. Raw, unapologetic, no filter, no bullshit. Savage.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. So, Tom, is it okay to cry out for damn help in this country for just about everything?
You know, the one thing that bugs me the most is that we are the United States government, we will spend hundreds of billions of dollars on anything and everything except the one most important thing, and that's to take care of our veterans. They should be number one on the list. We shouldn't hold anything back. We should take care of these people. There is not a veteran that should be on the street. There isn't a veteran around that shouldn't be able to walk into any VA hospital and get the care and the service that they deserve. I mean, what is wrong with us? I don't get it.
Yeah, now before I bring on our featured guest here, Edward, they have a mission over there at veteransfreedommarch.com.
Uh-huh.
And to achieve this mission, okay, they're basically putting this out there, that we must be diligent, and not forget our goal to make Veterans Freedom March a great success.
Right.
I mean, some of the statistics out there, Tom, 15, almost a little over a 15 and a half by 16 million veterans literally in the United States of America. That's a lot. I wasn't aware of that at first. When Edward was telling me this, we were actually speaking on a TikTok live when I was first introduced to him by a great content creator over there, Vet Hub. And Larry over there. And I mean, after hearing their message, their mission for veterans, as well as for America, I mean, it was beautiful. It really was. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a great organization, and we should do everything we can to back this thing that's happening in October. And like I said, we should. We have the Veteran Day holidays and that. No, we need to do so much more. Why don't we have facilities that are built throughout this nation to house and help our veterans? I just don't understand it. They are the most neglected group of people that I'm aware of. And I grew up in the Vietnam era. I grew up in the Vietnam era. And to this day, I still think the biggest group of people that are neglected, I mean, are veterans. And I just don't understand.
Well, wait till you see what they're doing, not only for, the big event there in October, but some of what Edward had basically explained to me when I was first introduced to him about building tiny homes for these veterans.
Of course.
And I heard this and I'm like, of course I'm curious, like anybody else, how is it going to work? How's the funding going to come in? Sure. But these guys, Tom, that they're well organized on a game plan, on an agenda to make this happen. But before we bring him in, guys, I do want to say thank you. Thank you to, some of the greatest of companies out there. Blackout Coffee. That's right, guys.
Yeah.
Stay free, stay awake, and choose Blackout Coffee. Okay? By choosing them today, okay, we're going to give you an awesome deal out there. Okay? You're not going to get this anywhere else. Okay? Besides this show. So for all my video viewers out there, scan this QR code on your screen. Okay, make sure you put that promo code in there, Savage15. Okay, because we're going to give you a good whopping deal off everything on that website. I'm talking about coffee. I'm talking about their merchandise, which I think is patriotic as all hell, right? And everything else on that web. It's on everything, guys. Merchandise, coffee, their tumblers, their coffee mugs, everything, guys. Head over to blackoutcoffee.com and tell them that Savage sent you. They're really going to be really intrigued with that. But anyway, guys, back to the show. Yeah, back to the show.
Let me apologize to you, Michael. I tried off my memory, my old man memory. I tried to promote this on my show.
Yeah.
And I gave out the wrong code for the discounts. But I was trying. They know to go to Blackout Coffee. They know to use the Savage code, and I'm just trying to, I'm trying to utilize my podcast to help promote this too. So I apologize. I had some of the information wrong because it just came off the top of my head, but I'll make sure I got everything right for the next show and make sure.
You probably just gave a whole bunch of plugs for somebody else, but it's all right. I understand.
As long as we get people to Blackout Coffee and have them, because they're doing such a wonderful job for the vets and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So without further ado, I want to bring him in, Mr. Edward Bauman. Is that how you say your name, Edward?
Yes.
I'm terrible with name. Bauman. Okay, I actually said it right for a change. Jesus. So tell us a little bit about like what you do, right behind this wonderful, amazing organization known as Veterans Freedom March?
Well, it started 2 days after Christmas. My friend Larry from VetHub.team, he helps veterans get free of charge, helps get their benefits. And I hit him up with the idea. The website came up. We've been doing it ever since. Larry and I are both putting in maybe 16, 18 hours a day on it. And we want, we love our veterans. We love America. And we started it because America is not going in the right direction. And so we felt that seeing as how we're veterans, we know a chain of command. And the chain of command is a very important thing. And as you said, around 16 million of us in the United States. And plus we have all of the family and friends and everybody. Oh, that's great. Like I didn't like being alone. All the families and friends of everybody, right? We'll put, I'm thinking maybe 10 million people at all 50 state capitals. And we are shooting for all 3,143 county courthouses across the United States. In a county right up northwest of me here in Texas, Denton County, there's 45,000 veterans in that one county. We have 1.5 million veterans in the state of Texas. California is the second with 1.4 and a half million, and Florida is third with 1.3 and a half million. And so, we know how to organize. When we were in the military taught us how to organize a mission. And our oath is our go-to is our oath never expires.
Right.
All of us veterans know that. And the reason we put it on our logo is we want civilians to know that even though we are veterans and we're old, that our oath never did expire. We did not leave it at our last duty station when we walked out the gate. We carry it with us until we're no longer on this rock. And so we are, we want the civilians to know that they were supporting us when we were soldiers, and we are still supporting them in the way this country is moving.
Yeah. And, Tom, you're going to like this, man. They're not benefiting a dime off this. This is actually a 501c organization. Okay. It all goes right to the veterans. And I have to put this out there, guys, because there's a lot of organizations similar to what, Edward there and Larry is doing. And people always question that, like where, if I make a donation, is it actually going to the organization or is it going to, other pockets? So I like to see that 50C, because they're volunteering, every single one of them, for this amazing country and for our veterans. And I love to see that. I really do.
Well, you're volunteering. I got you. Can you want to tell what position you hold in the organization there, Michael?
Yeah, sure. I was going to go there a little later, but since we're on the topic now, sure, why not? He just kicks it right off there, Edward. Wow. Okay, I love it. No. When I first met this gentleman here, Tom, I was so blown away by, like I said, the message in the beginning of the show.
Wow.
I guess because of the passion of what him and Larry is doing, and others too, after hearing this in their panel on TikTok, I wanted immediately to, do whatever I can, and I put out, an ad actually for him, spent, about $8,000 for this gentleman. For his organization. Yeah.
You made me cry.
And I mean, I've heard the ad now a couple times on Spotify, and it is making its way into different regions. I've got some listeners that tune in up in the upper northeast there in New York and Boston area, and all over the country. Even it's, I'm getting listeners from Spotify UK. that region saying, we just heard the ad, for Veterans Freedom March. Awesome stuff there, what you guys are doing. And after doing that, this gentleman here, Tom, he, I guess he thought it was appropriate to, make me part of the team there.
Yes,
So,
you are
yeah.
a board member.
Yeah, that's right.
You are
Couldn't have picked a better person.
Yeah.
I know, and we have 9 board members. And,
Yeah.
we have one separate treasurer, of course. We are not, I want to make clear, we do not have our 501c3 status as yet. And so
Okay.
we are not asking for donations right now. If anybody does ask for a donation, it is not us. And so I would treat that as a scam. We will let everybody know. You will know, and everybody on our social media will know when we actually will be taking money. But we are taking absolutely no money right now.
That's why I figured you guys were, right there with that, because if you do go to their website, where on the upper right-hand side of it, it'll say donate, and there is actually a donate coming soon where you can actually register to attend, I guess, when that does become available. Now, for my listeners that tune into this, Edward, do you have any idea when that might be available for people to start making donations?
I've actually been working on that this morning. And,
okay.
It takes somewhere around 2 months. That's why we started this, because you're dealing with the IRS,
Yeah. You said right after, what was it? Right after Christmas. So, I mean, we're right into that second month mark. So it should be any day now, you're saying that, right?
Well, no, we are just applying right now. So it'll be this February, March, and April.
In April. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Is our target date. And it could be sooner, but, we will let everybody know. But the only place where you will be able to donate any money at all is on our official website at veteransfreedommarch.com. There will be no money there will be no money accepted at the marches, at all of the venues. If anybody's out there and they're passing around a hat or anything and wanting money, don't give it to them. Don't give it to them, because it is not us. Everything will go through with the total transparency, as as a board member. Any money goes right into our official website at veteransfreedommarch.com.
You got the right one when you look, and you to the right of center, you see the countdown to October 24th, 2027. They've got a running calendar right there. And right now we're at 256 days, 11 hours, 41 minutes, and 18 seconds countdown to this event. So
yeah. I mean,
you got it.
It's looking to be a big event. I know that because I've been promoting the hell out of this, on my socials a few times on the show. And I hope to see a big turnout. I really do, because this is going to be a movement that, like you said, Edward, I've spoken to you many times on TikTok. This could be a moment to where it will steer our country in the right direction.
You are totally correct. We are obtaining the our permits. We are on October 24th. We are going to peacefully assemble and address our grievances to our government. And that is not out on freeways. It's not out, doing all this other stuff that you're seeing going around the country. It's not really, it is a protest, but it's not. We want to address our grievances to our leaders. And we encourage everybody to write your congressmen and senators and, your state legislators, and you let them know that Veterans Freedom March is coming. Very soon we will have, I have a Gold Star wife, one of the Gold Star wives, because we work with them and families, and she is putting up all of the Senate and House bills that will affect veterans on our website. So you'll be able to go through and direct your letters and your phone calls and to all of these legislators. And you have to remember that the same legislators that are not taking care of veterans' rights are the same exact legislators that are not taking care of civilians' rights and
Sure.
what civilians need, right? But the veterans, we just happen to have been trained by the U.S. government on how to assemble a mission and
Yeah.
make that mission happen. So we want everybody. We are all Americans. We are non-political. We are non-racial, and we are non-religious. We are all Americans. We don't see any division, and that is one of the problems with that is going on the country, because they have everybody divided, and that is not a good thing. Nobody's on the same page, and as long as we are divided, then the government that is not transparent, and a lot of fraud going on and everything, they don't hear us, because we're all fighting within ourselves. We need to come together as one America, and stand against the people that
Absolutely.
are taking away rights and everything.
Absolutely. And I want to get into some of your other, projects of what you guys are doing, behind the scenes there, with these tiny homes. But before I get there, guys, I got to get a quick break. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, guys.
Savaged Army, it's time. The new drop is launching soon. All gas, no brakes. Bold tees, savage hoodies, gear that hits harder than the truth. Get in the fight. SavagedArmy.com. Don't sleep. Savage Unfiltered.
This April, Stomping Grounds Tour hits Po Duty live with Michael Gardner from the Savaged Unfiltered Show. Tickets on sale right now at events.poduty.com.
All right, guys, back to the show. So we have Edward here from Veterans Freedom March. And like I said, guys, an amazing organization. I encourage you guys to head over there, veteransfreedommarch.com. Check out some of their mission statements, what they support, what they're fighting for not only veterans, but for this country. Some of the bylaws are available there. They go into Article 1 all the way down to basically, the Article 9, Article 10. I mean, all over it, guys. Governing principle, funds, and resources. Everything can be found on that amazing website. But Larry, I'm not Larry. I keep on calling you Larry. I keep on thinking I have Larry on. I get confused all the time. When I'm talking to you sometimes, I'm saying Larry, and then Larry's like, no, you're talking to veterans. You're not talking to me. No. So no, I want to talk about this, about these tiny homes.
Okay.
How did you get the idea of the tiny homes?
Well,
thinking about this for a while, or?
Actually, it started also on the second day after Christmas. When we were figured out that we're going to do the Veterans Freedom March, for veterans' rights. There's another gentleman named Tristan. He is also a board member, and he was in there when we started this. So he is also a co-founder. And so Larry, somebody said, I don't know who it was. Somebody says, well, what charity are we going to support? And Larry from VetHub.team, he popped up and says, why don't we build tiny homes for homeless veterans? And I says, wow, that's great. And yeah, cool. And so that came on, just like that's how that happened. We're flying by the seat of our pants. We're like in a soapbox derby car with wings on it. Because this has never been done in the 250 years of this country's history. This has never been done. And, do you want to know something? What would you like to know about the tiny homes? We can produce them I have a design.
You told me you're going to stay within, I think about like $3,000, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right around that mark.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
And that includes everything from the beginning of the foundation, which is going to be laid on pallets, of course, of your design. Yes. And it's going to be framed up to, look like, I guess you would say like a modern tiny home. It's going to have all the fixings, folks. It's going to have running water, running electricity, a bed, a little kitchenette where they can kind of, I guess, fix themselves something to eat if they want, and all that. But within $3,000, I mean, that's
Yes.
bare minimum. But I mean, do you think you can do it within $3,000?
Oh yes, I know. I know we can, because there's different groups and organizations out there. We're not going to build a tiny home and send it out to different states. That takes too much money. So what we'll do is we will give the design to 501. There's different 501c3s around the country, and they already have land available, and that is in the process of making tiny home villages for homeless veterans. They're drug and alcohol free, and you can't be doing nothing. They will have, and I decided to put the bathroom and shower facilities inside each one, because we have male and female homeless veterans. Now, in a lot of the villages, they have a central bathroom and shower, and that can, we deal with a lot
It can work. It can work. But your vision is to keep it all intact within this model, right?
Yeah,
This tiny
yes.
home model. Yeah.
Yeah, because the women veterans, they don't want to be in the shower, in the community
Sure.
shower. And,
That makes
you
sense.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, so we're and we want them to have dignity. They will be in these homes for 2 years with all kinds of help, for getting retraining, so they can get jobs. They can through vethub.team.
So it's going to be designed more like a regular homeless coalition. Your vision is to not keep them there permanently, but to more or less reestablish their life a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
and that's
excellent. I
what
love that, by the way. Yeah.
They'll and then at the end of that 2 years, they will go out and they will leave there, but they will still have services for 2 years after that. That is, in case of any VA help they need, and
Services through your organization, I'm assuming,
well,
right?
no, actually through the 501c3s in each state that are running these communities, because these 501c3s, a lot of them are run by American Legions and everybody. And so they have resources out there that can do that. In the building of these, for the $3,000 or less, we can have, like you have trade schools, you have community colleges out there, and they are able, you have people learning how to be an electrician, a plumber, and or whatever, doing driving. So they can come out and, to those villages, and they can actually help, they can do the wiring and the plumbing, whatever it is, and they can actually get their credits with that while they are helping veterans. And so that is a really a great thing. They will, it's better, a $3,000 tiny house. I know it sounds like it's not very great, but it is better than laying on a sidewalk in the freezing cold. And, they're looking at somebody that is over in a government paid for apartment or a hotel, and they are getting with a flag from another country hanging in their window. And we have a problem. My wife and I support Project 22, and that is veterans that take their own lives. And so, I believe that some of those veterans, they are actually sitting on that park bench, and they're looking at these other people that are warm and cozy, and they're out there sitting and freezing to death.
Well, Edward, if I may chime in, I mean, you're basically providing them a shelter over their head. You're not providing them like a Hilton garden for the night. I mean, you know what I mean? It's
you're right.
It's not like, hey, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you. I mean, they should be, respectfully happy of what you're providing.
They're giving them a place to start. They're giving them a place to start instead of sitting out on the corner. Yeah,
and it's better than sleeping in a tent in the middle of the woods or on a cardboard placemat on the side of the sidewalk or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's models outside of Bastrop, Texas. That's east of Oh God, come on, Austin, and they have a thing like this going on, and they keep adding on. They have they grow gardens. They take what they grow, they eat, use that for food, and they have a large center cooking area for them, and they're learning crafts that they take to farmers market. They sell the leftover vegetables in at farmers market, and they bring them to the community, right? And so, this is all motivated for them to, they can learn leather work. They can learn whatever kind of a trade that we can give them. They will be given by those 501c3s in each state that is actually hosting those villages.
And that's amazing. And we're kind of like losing time with you. I'm going to bring you back on because I want to continue this with you, Edward. But will this information be eventually available on Veterans Freedom March where they can look into more of these tiny homes? Or
Yes, that will be put up. As you know, we're building kind of a prototype right now.
Okay.
And, here, right where I'm at, and we will put in all of how the funds are, what the funds are going to be used for, exactly, and how. I sent you that information earlier today.
Yeah, I seen that, and I've been putting that out on my social with some of these, we generated into graphics here for you with some of what Edward and the rest of the team there is building with these tiny homes, and amazing stuff. I mean, the concept and everything. So I encourage you guys to go over there once it gets available on Veterans Freedom March to look at obviously the models, and I'm sure that's going to be all presented on the website, right?
Yeah.
How it's built and the materials and all that,
Exactly.
so
Yes.
people can get an understanding of that. And that's great. Edward, I do want to say thank you. I wish I had some more time, but
no problem.
we have some guests coming up for this week that we have to make some time for. But I'm going to invite you back on because I want to discuss more about these tiny homes, and I'm sure some of my listeners are just more than curious on how it's going to work.
Oh,
so
it's going to be great. So thank you so much. And
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. So guys, head over to veteransfreedommarch.com and you can get all the information. Good
Bookmark
stuff.
that webpage.
Yes.
Bookmark it.
Yes.
So you can go to it, so you don't have to keep looking for it. It's easy to find. I found it this morning. I bookmarked the webpage. I can go to it at any time and find out what's going on.
Yeah. And join us tomorrow, guys, as we're going to have a guest on for our regular live stream. Mr. Craig, I gotta look at this. Scott Kovlowski, if I pronounce that right. I think I got it right. We'll find out. But my pronunciation sucks, guys. Till next time, we will see you tomorrow, guys. Take it easy.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.